Robert Reese. With Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts. With Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts. With Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts. With Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts. With Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts. With Robert Reese. Hot facts. Come and get them hot facts. Get them hot facts. With Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts. Come and get them hot facts. Come and get them hot facts. With Robert Reese. Hot facts. Robert Reese. Hot facts. Hot facts. Robert Reese. Hot facts. Gig economy. Robert Reese. News channel. The gig economy. News channel. Hot facts with Robert Reese. Hot facts with Robert Reese. Hot facts, hot facts, hot facts. 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 Hey, with Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts. Hot facts.
I want to welcome everyone to Hot Facts with Robert Reese. I am your host, Hot Facts with Robert Reese. If you are just joining in, just sit back and relax. Hot Facts is great. We talk about a whole lot of different things. Gig world, which means that if you are a customer and you order food for parties and things, you might want to know what happens with your food. We talk about things like that. We get into different issues as they come. Wish everyone, hopefully everyone is having a new year that is going according to plan for them. Hopefully you guys go ahead and make sure you are sticking to plan. But here, people, Hot Facts is much more than a brand. It is the truth behind what you stand for. Hot Facts is the truth behind what you stand for. That is Hot Facts. And as long as you have Hot Facts, you can present your Hot Facts in everything. It's everything here on this channel. I want to give a big shout out to Player's Choice, NBA channel there. Had a chance to get on there today. Talk a little bit of basketball because that's what I love right there. And I was able to get in there. And thank you guys for allowing me to get in there. I know it is hard to get on there because there's a lot of people that have a lot to say. And I just want to thank you guys for allowing me to get on there today. You guys are at 70,000 subs. There was 800 people in there in that live. And you guys allowed me to shout out my Hot Facts. So I want to thank you guys for allowing me to do that there. And this goes out to the whole team there at Player's Choice. I don't want to single out anyone because it's a whole group of guys. It's a whole group of guys. And when you watch, you get to hear different opinions from all over the place, and you get to have some barbershop talk. So once again, thank you for allowing me and Hot Facts, that's me, people, to be able to get on there. That's a great start to 2023. I'm feeling a little bit different today, and we're going to talk about and these changes, it says for drivers, but these changes you can use for figuring out what's going on. You can use it and apply it to everything. Today's going to be a really great show, educational wise, We're going to make sure that we start this 2023 up all the right way. I'm going to start this off a little bit different today, okay? It's going to be a little bit different today because this is how I feel, and I want to be able to give how I feel to people out there. So hopefully you guys can understand where I'm coming from, because right after we do this, we are getting down to the nitty gritty. We're going to help a lot of people out there out, okay? Check this out. Let's go. Let me hit mute. We starting Hot Facts off a little bit different today, people. We starting Hot Facts off a little bit different today, people. We about to share everything we can share. We about to get it in today. I hope y'all all tell everybody to tune in to Hot Facts today. We about to have a good time today. I want to let y'all know we about to have a good time today on Hot Facts. Woo! And your love is forever. And your love is forever. And your love is forever, yeah. And We started off Hot Facts today a little bit different today. I want everybody to feel this energy. I want everybody to feel this energy right here. I want everyone to feel this energy right there. No matter what you were doing right then and there, I guarantee you forgot about a lot of things right then and there, and you were able to just do something right there. So we are about to do that today. We're going to do a little bit of education today. I say a little bit. We're going to help some people out. And because there's a lot of things going on with if you are independent contractor, and there's times of the year construction guys know and things like that. But other people know also there's things that are going on, and there's a time in the year when it slows down a little bit. So we're going to go back into the time machine right now. We're going to go into the time machine, and I'm going to start you guys off with this right here. I want everybody to pay attention, because these words that are about to be spoken to you guys right now, you can't say that no one ever gave it to you. You cannot say no one ever gave it to you. We are about to share all this energy. Love is forever. Yeah, you just heard that. Now, take a look at this.
Watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
Yes, and you're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
This is Cuckoo from Moreno Valley, and you're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Man, I wear Hot Facts, man, with my boy Robert Reed, man. It's past the dark, man. Y'all stay tuned, man. Get them facts.
Hey, this is KG Sports, and you're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
Hey, Hot Facts with Robert Reese, man. This your boy Dash Bandicoot tapping in with you, brother. Hey, I'm right here on a break in my dash right now, getting busy, but I figured I'd tap in before I eat some grub real quick. But yo, man, I like your channel, like what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we share some of the same ideas as far as like how to navigate this gig market. So just tapping in, showing love, man. I seen your comment. Finally got a chance to hit you, bro. Whenever you get a chance back, man, just holler, man, for sure, man. Love, bro. Be safe.
Great advantage that there are other professions that have gone through this before you, and you can see what they've done in right and wrong. And you can see other industries as well, how they've screwed it up. So for example, and it's because they waited for the change to happen, as opposed to grabbing the bull by the horns. Right.
It's just one S, no big deal.
Right. And so, for example, why is it that Netflix invented Netflix and not the movie and television industry? It's because the movie and television industry were protecting their old business model and literally ignorant of the fact that the world was changing around them. You know, the Netflix had this new subscription model, and it was a small company. Blockbuster, which was the 800-pound gorilla, like, you remember when we used to get DVDs in the mail? So like, they knew streaming was coming. They just didn't, it just wasn't there yet. And so the CEO of Blockbuster went to the board and said, I think we should explore subscription, because this little thing called Netflix is onto something that's gonna happen when the technology gets better. And the board wouldn't let him change the business model to subscription because they made 12% of their revenues from late fees. And look what happened. Blockbuster does not exist, except for one store in northern Canada. And Netflix is the dominant force in television and movies. Why is it that a computer company invented iTunes and not the music industry? It's because they saw the change coming, and the music industry was still trying to protect selling albums in stores, because they saw their customer as Tower Records and HMV, whereas iTunes, Apple, saw the customer as the person who actually buys and listens to the music. Why is it that Amazon invented Amazon and the e-reader, and publishing industry did not even invent the Kindle? Like, it's because they're too busy protecting the old business model. So I think if you go down this route of protectionism, of protecting what we have and staving off change, you are signing your own death warrant. And if it's not your death warrant, your business is going to become way more difficult, and another firm or another that may be completely outside your profession. Remember, iTunes, Netflix, all of these were companies completely outside their own industry. In other words, they couldn't even figure out which one of you it's going to be, because it won't be any of you. It might be a software company that'll completely eviscerate your profession. And so I think to be the one that says, okay, it won't be the way it was. We can't defend the way it was, and we're going to have to imagine, what if we were to invent our industry now, knowing nothing? What would we do? And again, this goes back to the question of why. Well, why did you get into the industry in the first place? Did you get into this profession because your parents told you to and you can make a good living? You're not going to be the innovator. You know? Did you get in this industry because you love math? You know? You're not going to be the innovator. Did you get into this industry and do you love this industry when you really get to help people re-understand and reimagine how to build an organization? Because when you can understand the language of mathematics, when you can understand the language of a balance sheet, as clearly as you can understand the language of cultural change, it's kind of like that, right? It's the rational and the emotional. And we said it before, which is the numbers are only half a picture of the health of the business. And if you got in this industry to be of service to human beings who are trying to do bigger things for themselves, for their families, for society, through their customers, you might be onto something. So the question is, what value do you offer to the people who buy your product? Now, how would you do that in this new changing day and age, and literally ignore whatever was, because it's irrelevant, because it may or may not survive. The industry, the profession will do fine if you're the ones willing to blow up your own business. But if you're going to protect your business, it'll get blown up for you.
It's your life right now. Whatever you've done up to this point in time, your life is working. Whatever you have produced, it came out of you as a result of the kind of person that you have become. It's a result of your choices. It's a result of your consciousness. Now you have to ask yourself, are you satisfied with what you have produced? Is this what you want? Would you like for things to be better than this? Do you believe that you deserve better than this? Or are you content? This is it. You don't have to do anything else. That you already resign yourself in life and say, well, I'm happy. I'm not starving like the people in Calcutta. Are you allowing yourself to get off the hook like that? Or do you believe somewhere in the back of your mind or in your heart that there's some other great work for you to do? There's something else that life has for you. And that's why you're here. How do we handle this fear factor? How do we increase our self-esteem? You have to begin to fortify yourself. How do we do that? I believe that you have to begin to consciously monitor your inner conversation and start talking to yourself. Start building yourself up. Sometimes the only good things you will hear about you are the things that you say to you. So I'm saying learn to be your own booster. Start building yourself up. Start encouraging yourself. Start saying, I can do this. I can make this happen. When I started thinking about becoming a speaker, I said, yes, I can do this. I can make this happen. When I start trying to convince myself I can be a businessman after flopping and failing and losing thousands of dollars and feeling stupid and dumb and having people take advantage of me because of what I didn't know, I had to talk to myself because people were saying to me that I was dumb. And somewhere in the back of my mind, I was saying, you're right. Look at what I've done. I had to say, no, Les. Hey, come on, man. Get yourself together. You can handle this. You just haven't figured it out yet. It's all right. This is your training period. This is the tuition you have to pay for what you don't know. You can do this. Other people have done it. It doesn't take an Einstein. Get you some people that can teach you some stuff that you don't know. Get you some people that have done it successfully and learn from them. Take some seminars, workshops, read some books on how to manage a business. Change the way you see yourself and begin to tend to the personal details. Understand that nobody's going to take care of your business better than you. So turn off things that can contribute to your fear. Turn a deaf ear to people that all they can do is talk about how negative things are because they have bought into the consciousness of the world. Start attending workshops, seminars, listening to tapes on a daily basis to begin to recondition your mind, to retrain your thinking. Faith comes by what? Hearing and hearing and hearing. Listen to things that can empower you, that can enable you to create a new reality for yourself, and a new life for yourself. You might appear to be strange around most people. You know, most people think you're strange if you're happy today. See, these people have not found their purpose in life. That's why they're grumpy. That's why they're miserable. That's why they're so negative. They're hurting and they want to hurt other people. So start practicing using programs for your mind.
See if you can find some ways to multiply your value. See if you can find some ways to multiply your value to the marketplace. And he said, your income will immediately start to change. Up until then, I was hoping that the economy would change. I was hoping that my company would change. I was hoping that my paycheck would change. I was hoping that circumstances outside would change. And then here's what I found out. It isn't going to change. So then my question was, if it isn't going to change, how will my life ever change? And here's what my teacher taught me. When you change, everything will change for you. When you get better, everything will get better for you. And that's where I picked up that phrase, for things to change, you've got to change. You don't have to change the marketplace. You don't have to change the marketing plan. You don't have to change the economy. You don't have to change countries. You don't have to change circumstances out there. All you've got to do is look within and see if you can change yourself for the better. And as you change, things will start to change for you.
Told you people, we are starting Hot Facts off a little bit different today. We're talking about the real stuff, the real hot facts, the real stuff you got to listen to. And, you know, you heard it. We started off with a little bit of high and mighty. Then we went into some Les Smith, one of the greatest to ever do it. And he went in there and broke it down. And then you heard some more words right there. And the reason why this is one of the main topics for the people out there in the realm of doing the gigs and you're doing all these other things, we got to deal with glitches. We got to deal with slow periods and, you know, just how they set up the economy, how they set it up for all of the holidays on when they do give like a little bit in between for some of these other pagan holidays that they put in there for us to make us spend more money. But there's a lot of people that don't do it during those times. So it's really kind of slow for some people out there, no matter what the industry is. No matter what the industry is. Okay? No matter what the industry is. Now, we have problems when there's a lot of transitions with the technology, and I don't think a lot of you guys pay a lot of attention to the applications that you guys are using for how you were using your gigs. It doesn't matter what the gig is. There is an app for every single one that's going to send you something to go ahead for you to go ahead and do. No matter if it's construction, lumber, food, clothing, grocery, it does not matter what it is. They put the SNCs in the warehouses. They put those in your hand now as a driver out there independently. Now, you have to understand that if you are a person that has ever been in the logistics realm, there's a lot of times when there's downtime to where the computers it just happens. Now, when you're dealing now on the opposite end outwards where people have their SNCs in their cars, they call them glitches. These glitches right here can make you or break you. For instance, went out today, and today was the worst day ever I have ever had. The worst day ever. The worst day ever. the worst day ever. The app was fine, but nothing's coming in, so I'm thinking it's fine, right? Then they send this message about technical difficulties. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna stop. And the other app I wanted to switch to, check this out. I said, I'm gonna stop because I know there's probably something going on with the other app. So I stopped for like 35 minutes, get back on, gives me a really good order, get over there, and then booyah. Parking lot's full, we are stuck. I'm scheduled for DoorDash later on tonight, so I'm not worried about that. But at the same time, the Uber app was jacked. It's still jacked up. Then because they send you Walmart orders, the Walmart app was actually messed up together at the same time. Some people only have 1 or 2 apps because they say, well, you know, I'm only trying it out. And then these are a lot of the people that don't know what's going on, and they start putting a bad name on it. If you are an experienced driver, you should have at least 5 apps. You should have at least 5 apps. At least 5. Now, you are going to see that because of all of the new things that they are putting out, as far as how the apps work, if you guys just go ahead and check, we covered a lot of these on Hot Facts throughout the year of 2022. There's different agreements and different things that were agreed to that are now being implemented in the infrastructure of the actual getting it from there, and then you and what the merchants can do and how they're signed up to these other these contracts and everything else. So there right now, there's a lot of technical issues, a lot of them, and you'll see them rolling around like blackouts. But here is where, because of the age we're in, there's always someone trying to create something that's going to be a little bit better, because we have hackers on gig apps also, and they try to force it on to do their hacking thing, and they are uncovering dollars in people's accounts. So there's always something new being added in. We all know, because you have to update your phone constantly. Every update on your phone that you don't do is going to affect the app that you are using also. You got to understand that too. You got to understand that. The people that understand on how to adapt with this is, they're going to actually, and this is something that the DoorDash Revolution, he uses here, your historical data. Your historical data, if you are a driver out there, your historical data, it's not just what your ratings say as far as what your percentages are. It's your historical data. You know what time this happened, when the app crashed during this time. You keep track of all these things. So you keep track of your historical data. If you can keep track of your historical data, you can make better decisions on when things like this happen. And then you will not be the people that fall in and just get stuck. You'll be people that, okay, I see that, boom, I'm over here. Boom, now I'm over here. Boom, now I'm over here. Because you have to adapt. Anyone that thinks it's going to be, we can just do it like this and bada boom, bada bing, you are definitely going to crash. This gig job, people, it's more than just people driving in cars. You have people that have vending machines. You have people that own water stations. You have people that have their own ice cream truck. There's a lot of gigs. You have barbers. you have hairstylists, people in cosmetology, you have artists, you have painters, you have people that, you know, they're underwriters. There's a lot of gigs out there, people. And it does not matter what's going on because the gigs will change. And most people do these gigs and they go into business for themselves because they don't want to be in to where the other company who they were working for is making more money over them. You know what I'm saying? So what they do is, I'm going to be a 1099. I'm going to go ahead and do all this. But the thing, when you go into this realm, you have to understand that it is always changing. It is always changing. Okay. Now, when I mean it's always changing, the business of everything is always changing. When you work at a company and you have an HR, you have you have things on the wall, they come and tell you, they have you sign papers that's letting you know about a change, and they're going to say, if you want to work, you can work, or if not, you can quit now, or else you got to sign this paper. That's what they're going to do. When you don't have that, you are a 1099. So you have to pay very close attention to the changes, the curves, the technology. You have to really pay attention to the shift in what people are spending in your areas. You have to do all of these things. And when you're in the gig world, it just seems like there's not enough of letting this out there so that when someone is really going to be doing this job, they can really fully understand. Because right now, you're going to hear a lot of people start talking about a slowdown. You'll start hearing people because it's actually after the new year. You just had Christmas, Thanksgiving. You had all these other holidays that they make you spend money on. They make you spend money on New Year's. We got some President's Day or something else like that. And we got some barbecue coming up. What's going to happen after that is it's going to go into what people call a slowdown. The slowdown is what most people, this is when you should be adapting yourself for this time now. This is when you should really be utilizing the other apps that you have and really taking notes. Really taking notes. For the drivers who are out here in this area, it was crazy because Walmart itself, their dispatch we have people that have their own trucks and they have their own logistics companies, and they go pick up things and do deliveries too. We have drivers that come in like that also. And Walmart was so jacked up, it was jacking them up. In this area right here, people, we have two apps. We have two apps that are down. Here's a benefit on adapting. If you are driving for DoorDash and you are a diamond driver, you are a top dasher, you are someone that can dash at any time, whenever something like this happens, you've adapted because they said we're looking for people to get their ratings like this to allow you to make more money. When two other apps are completely shut down and you don't know what to do, well, dang, what am I going to do, man? I'm just going to not know. No, I'm going to have my ratings on every single app up so I can adapt. Okay, these two are down. I can dash anytime I want to right now. I can dash anytime I want to right now. As long as this app is not jacked up, I am good. Okay, I am good. Boom, 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 boom. You get in there, you make that. Now, you do know that two apps were down. And I'm going to tell you this. If you are a salesman, I don't care if you do titles and deeds, you do mortgages, you do loans, you do solar, you sell Kirby vacuums. I do not care. Whatever it is, I'm going to tell you this right here. We all know each other. All the salespeople know each other because guess what? They're making money at this place. You can be selling auto warranties or vacations or anything. All the salespeople are going to where the highest money is, and you end up being there because they're adapting. They're like, oh man, they're cutting down the commissions and stuff here. They all adapt. To keep it going, I go right over here. Check this out. You'll go to a place, you're like, okay, I'm in this place, and somebody that was working with you at another place is the GM or one of the other managers there. So now you can go there, make some money, boom, 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 boom. Adapting. All the salespeople know. And they all talk to each other like, look, man, I don't know how much longer you're going to be staying here, but they just opened up this spot and they are doing this. This app right here is having technical difficulties. We have to adapt and make a change. Hop over here. Anyone that's worked in sales knows what I'm talking about. That's exactly how it goes. People that are RNs, the nurses, if you actually speak to these people, they pick up certain shifts at other hospitals. Okay? They may work 2 days at this hospital, then they may pick up a shift here, then they're always in rotation to pick up shifts all over the place. So they are just constantly seeing how they can go ahead and just knock out that, make that, because you know that's a lot of that's student loans and all that other stuff. But it's adapting. They don't stay at one hospital. They go and then they say, oh, you know what? This place is looking for whoop, whoop, whoop. And then they get on the phone with their other RN and doctor friends and then nurse practitioners, and they figure out whoop, 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 whoop. And then they make the adaptation. It's like Bitcoin. It's like Bitcoin. Okay? It's like Bitcoin. Let's take Bitcoin. You know, people say the regular stock market is crashing and all this other stuff. There's some people that really understand what's going on, and they're making some good money off of it, right? But then Bitcoin, people are like, man, I did this. I'm not. But in Bitcoin, you have to follow and actually follow the trend and look at the numbers, and then like you have to really do that with Bitcoin, because you have to adapt. You have to adapt, and Bitcoin is like, if you don't adapt, boom, there you go. There you go. You gotta adapt. These jobs that they're forcing onto people, and when I say forcing, it's really force. It's really forcing. They're forcing gig work onto people. They are forcing it onto people. So many states are at-will states, which means you can get fired for anything. If they just feel like walking in and saying you're fired, you can't even say anything. You sign that paper. We have a lot of states like that, at-will states. And all the companies in all of these states, now they may not be on the major ones there. I was on the phone with Revolution earlier while we were doing the delivery thing, and Howard was talking about VHO. There's companies that are out there where other companies are going into, so they don't have to go into all the other ones. And they put these phones in your hand. And what happens when they put these phones in your hand, you get a lot of people that really would be better employees in the actual W-2 place than doing this. But then they start driving. And they're making these people, well, just follow the app and follow the money, right? There's no safety training. There's no there's no anything. There's no anything. Bending, lifting. There's no any training. So the average, I'm not even gonna say the average. We got people who just really stick to themselves and they say, I'm just gonna get this app. I can work late night. I can do this. And then you got these really important things running through these people's hands. And man, let me tell you, they make so much money off these people. These people don't adapt. They mess up the business for everybody else. And when they don't adapt, you got to deal with it because now they got to fix some things and it's going to mess up your pay. A lot of you guys don't even know what I'm talking about right now. They force the gig apps on people who don't understand what you really should be doing. And a lot of the people don't adapt. And when they get up here, they get on channels, they speak the same propaganda that these apps want you. The apps want you to think like that. These apps really want you to think like that. They're like, what's he talking about? Do you really think they want everyone to be the best driver to get all the benefits? Do you think they really want all the drivers to do that? It don't matter what app it is. You can be delivering lumber. They may give you the best lumber loads every single day. You just get the best ones. You could be picking up from certain feed stores and dropping off the farms, dropping off the feed, because they do have those gig apps out there for people that like to do the farm work too. They have apps for people that drop off the hay. They drop off the feed. They do all of that stuff. We have a feed store up here that they're signed up on Uber Eats, and you can actually go there and pick up the feed, and you'll go ahead and drop it off. I'm telling you guys. They force people on these phones. And the people that really do stupid things, like getting deactivated, when I mean like deactivated, I mean like you got deactivated for doing something stupid, like you're using someone else's account and the customer really complained because it's supposed to be a girl dropping it off and you're a guy. And you don't even, like, that's invasion of someone's privacy. So if they complain, you got deactivated for being stupid. Getting deactivated for going off on people just to get views and clicks. And you just can't do that. You're risking things. You get deactivated for stuff like that. The apps want people. They actually are looking for these people to get deactivated for doing stupid things. They're looking for people not to take orders so that the people that are doing it and doing the things, they can actually, it's like they're paying them and they know that they're not going to be paying you anything. So they are actually looking for that. They're looking for it. But we got a lot of people out there who are they get up and then they teach the negative thing about what you're supposed to be doing instead of teaching, adapting to what the business is. And if you do not adapt to what the business is, how can you speak on anything? You cannot speak on anything because what you're saying is going to be destruction for, it may not be the one person that you think you're talking to. Okay, it can be destruction for 3 or 4 people who are taking this advice, and it's the wrong thing. Because in a nutshell, what happens is it's not like the best drivers are going to be getting paid more money now. Now they can lower how much the higher offers are that they can give for the people who are accepting the jobs that are out there. They can now lower what the high end is. They can actually lower that. They can actually lower that now. So they want you guys to get deactivated for dumb reasons and keep not taking all the orders. All the orders you guys don't take, you're dropping what the highest pay for the ceiling is down from everybody else who's really making that money, which means you're angry and you're like, I'm going down with the ship. No, if you actually adapt it, you can raise the ceiling and then everyone starts making a little bit more. Now you come in the freeway like this and start coming in like this, and then you make a little bit more. That's how it's supposed to be, so we keep the balance. And the only way to do that is if you adapt. That is the only way, is if you adapt. It don't matter what app you're on. I'm telling you, delivering flowers to paint to tools. It don't matter what it is. It does not matter what it is. You see what I mean? Now, if there was a union in anyone that's doing a gig, you can be transporting tires. It don't matter what it is, auto parts. If there was a union, you see, there would not be the fight of this and that. What would happen is they would just say, well, we're just going to go ahead and try to put it a little bit over the middle. And then everyone's losing in the long run, because now the ceiling just shrunk and the bum people is going to come up, but you still don't even know how much money you could have got because you weren't willing to adapt. This whole gig, how America, and it's not America, people, that they have these things all over the world now. If you guys go to free documentaries here on YouTube, you get to see all the gigs that people do all around the world. We call it gigs here. Over there, it's a way of life. You get to see how much this phone and the jobs people are doing now around the world. There's people that are just, they just turn it on and they're working. Everything is a gig. People are getting irresponsible with the gig. You're getting irresponsible with the gig. CPAs and people who consider themselves to have real gigs, you guys are messing it up for them. You're messing it up for them. And I'll tell you why. Also, we got CPAs. Now, if you don't do your own taxes or anything else like that, who has to do your taxes? A CPA, right? You guys aren't adapting and keeping your records and doing everything business-wise for your 1099 or whatever gig you got, right? So if you're not going to get your taxes done and you're not doing them yourself, that means a CPA is losing some money right there. That CPA can help you save some money and put something back and help you on things that you didn't know. And that money goes all the way back into the gig on what we do to keep the money flowing in what we do so we can keep making money. A lot of you guys don't even get that part. You guys don't even get that part. That's why adapting is so important. It's not saying I'm trying to, they're making me do these new rules to do this and that, but I'm my own boss. Well, if you are your own boss all the way, then just quit. Just quit. Just quit. Don't do it. Don't do it anymore. Just quit. Just quit. I guarantee you will not go in your own kitchen, make your own food, go knock door to door, put flyers out there, get people to buy your own food, go home, cook it, package it, and then go deliver yourself. You won't be able to generate your own leads like that because you don't know how. You don't know how to do the business and you don't know how to adapt. You need that app because it automatically generates the leads and you get paid for them instantly. Don't you know that people in call centers right now who are doing some real stuff, if they said that every single number on the roto dial that goes through, I'm getting paid because it's guaranteed I'm making a sale? What? They would love that. They would love that so much. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. But in the gig world, it's actually happening. The lead that is coming in, you are getting paid no matter what on the lead, and you're making a commission on that lead 100% of the time. That's what you are doing. People are getting too greedy because of that, and they don't want to adapt because there's loopholes to where you can do certain things and not take orders and reject things on whatever else it is. And then you still can say, well, I can be out here all day and reject these as long as I'm taking the ones that I'm making the money on. Okay, these nerd heads and all these people that are going against the people doing that, going against the hackers and all that other stuff, they're making it so that it's going to hurt everybody else no matter what 1099 you do. Whatever one cost and what someone's paying in this field, there's another field to where they're going to be like, well, if they're changing that right there, that means we can change this right here. And it's a domino effect to where it doesn't matter what 1099 you do, you are going to get hit by the decrease in the revenue you can make because you're not adapting all the way. And some people will get and they're getting mad about this too. And I know they're mad about this. But it's the truth. Look at the NBA. Look at the NBA. Before, really good three-point shooters were shooting like 4 or 5 threes a game. Now, the three ball is in because you can get 3 over 2. You can get more 4-point plays and everything, right? So now the analytics of the NBA, every team, you have to have 3-point gunners out there, the fast offense that D'Antoni put in there with Steve Nash, that 7-second offense. They put that in and they start making the NBA start playing like that. Then the three ball came in and Steph Curry and them said, we are about to just change it all the way up. Ray Allen and them were doing it, but they came in and they switched it. Okay? They switched it. They took out certain rules in the NBA. You know, they change up the game. And the teams that can adapt, they don't win. They don't make the playoffs. They made every single player have to Euro step. Manu Ginobili changed the NBA. That's why he's a Hall of Famer. He changed the NBA because he made the NBA adapt to his style of play. The whole NBA has to use a Euro step. Everybody, big men, centers, it does not matter. It's a slow Euro step, a fast one, is a hesitation Euro step, with a step back. They forced you to have to adapt and do the Euro step. If you don't Euro step, you are going to miss a dimension of your game. And if you don't go in there and you can adapt and add all these things to your game, you will not be in the league anymore. You will not be in the league anymore. You will not. You will not be in the league anymore. Trust me. Trust me. You will not, because you won't be able to adapt. You won't be able to. Now, I've watched a lot of cooking shows, right? And I've seen a lot of videos, and John Taffer does this also. Hell's Kitchen and all that other stuff. Yes, and when they go into some of these restaurants to help save them, Robert Irvine does this also. They go into some of these kitchens that need help, right? And they have a cook in there that will not change anything that they are telling him, and they're trying to get him to adapt. And I've seen so many times that the cook walked off because he was like, I'm not going to adapt to this. I'm not changing this. And he walked off. And then they went and found another cook who was able to adapt and learn. And then he made their menu flourish. And now the restaurant is doing all like this. But that cook that was there, all he had to do was learn and adapt. That's all he had to do. That's all he had to do. We've been doing it like this for years. That's not what they're doing now. Well, I'm not gonna brought in the new chef. The new chef was someone that was actually, he probably filled out the app, whatever it was, and lied, and he talked himself into getting in there, went in there, listened, did what they said, what they wanted him to do. He's in front of the other head chef who was making sure that we're going to teach you guys this the right way. He nailed it. Now he got the job. Ooh, because he was able to adapt. He was waiting for that one moment for that one dude to slip up. Just know, people, it doesn't matter what app you are using. Quit thinking apps are just food. There's so many apps out there. There's people that are literally on their phone. They go rent a U-Haul truck, or they go get a rider or one of those. They go rent that truck for the day, and they are signed up on the app to where they can book jobs for moving companies. They can go and help people move from their homes in that truck. They'll go rent 2 trucks. Then they'll go ahead and move like 3 people in one day if they can, because they got 2 trucks. And they're doing that because of the phone in their hand and the app they are signed up with. It don't matter what app you are. Now, when they do like some type of, let's say and it's hard for them to do because, you know, you're actually doing your third party, and then you're making your own business when you meet some of these people also. You don't know what rules they're going to put in as far as driving, if they're going to put this in, if you're doing this, if you're doing cleanups, picking up people. We got people here that go to the U-Haul place and they go rent the truck, right? And they go rent the trailer at Home Depot. They get the little trailer behind, and they go do cleanups. Now, when they put the rule in that the cleanups have to be in this type of truck or whatever else it is, the ones who don't adapt to that are going to fall out. The ones that say, oh, they're forcing us to go ahead and at least rent trucks out from this place here, they're going to keep going ahead and making that money. That's what's going to happen. Okay? That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Trust me, that's what's going to happen. Trust me. When you're dealing with these apps, people, adapting, paying attention to every aspect of the app. It's like I said it earlier. Revolution said your historical data. You gotta start paying attention to a lot of these things right here. We're gonna hear a lot of people for 2023. They're gonna make up something new about why an app sucks, and 3 months after that, they're gonna make up another reason on why the app sucks now. 3 months after that, they're gonna make up another reason on why the app sucked after that. And it's gonna be a continuous cycle, people. If you know that you like listening to that all day long, go ahead and do that all day long. If you are someone that wants to hear some changes subtle changes. Keep your ears open and listen, because once you get stuck, you're stuck. Trust me. Once you get stuck, you're stuck. You don't want to be stuck. You don't want to be stuck at all. You don't want to be stuck at all. The live the other day was pretty good. I just would like to say it was pretty good. If you guys did take notice to that, defended my boy Revolution, defended Torp, defended people with speech impediments, just defended, defended racism, defended people being labeled certain things. It was a very great show the other day. Hopefully you guys go ahead and check that out. It was a very, very great show. The start of today's show, excellent. I loved it. The full message of the start of today's show, I don't care who you are and what you are doing at any given time. If you start up the beginning of Hot Facts with Robert Reese live today, I guarantee you're motivated. I guarantee you are motivated to at least keep your ears open, to allow yourself to be willing to make a change. Guarantee. 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 I want everybody out there to pay attention to Hot Facts with Robert Reese live today. Just go back and do that. I'm going to do something I haven't done in a long time. I'm going to take the furniture helpers off right here. I'm going to do something that I have not done in a long time. Let me hit this. I'm going to go right now. And I'm going to go to, actually, I'll do it here. I'm going to do it like this. You know what? I'm going to read the comments from I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to go to my studio. I'm going to go to the comments. I'm going to go to the specific video. And newest first. Bam. Got it. Okay. I'm going to do this right now. I'm going to read the comments from DoorDash. This is your problem. Okay. This video currently has right now, DoorDash, this is your problem has, let me let the people out there know so that you know the significance of the video itself. This video has right now 163,000 views. Okay, it has 329 subscribers attached to this video here. So we are reading comments from DoorDash. This is your problem. Okay, I'm going to share the screen here. Blow it up some. Let me see. I'm going to put myself here. I'll blow it up a little more. All right, so we're going to go through these comments right now. And these are from people who are out there. DoorDash, this is your problem. Von Walker, that's bad news knowing I'm waiting on my DoorDash. Now, this is a customer, okay? So this This is a customer saying bad news knowing I'm waiting on my DoorDash. This is what we are trying to correct. This is what HotFacts does. Teach more than just the drivers. We can educate the customers also. This will help out your tips also. This video, it was a total 6-minute wait. The order was already sitting back there, but she refused to even check in to get the order and walked out and did all of that. Now, this next one right here. Says, why mad, brother, for order? You don't get paid enough to begin with. F the order and who picking it up. The owner of the restaurant don't know you now or ever. Why do you give a F for minimum wage, brother? He says, Yusef Abbey. Okay, so this is someone that he doesn't even he doesn't understand the whole job. He doesn't understand that if he's a customer and a driver went there to pick up your order, the time and all the other stuff, the food gets cold. He doesn't understand. He also said that the owner of the restaurant don't know you. Contraire, my friend. When you watch HotFacts, my friend, you will see that I engage with the store owners and the general managers. So when you are able to do these things, you are able, okay, when you do these things, you are able to speak to these people, which you can actually help out the whole situation right there. This person said, stop using DoorDash and just deliver yourselves. That's what we do. We save money and still pay our drivers more. I'm confused on this one. Says, stop using DoorDash and just deliver yourselves. Oh, I see what they're saying. All right. She's talking about like what I do with Reese BBQ. I cook my own food and I go ahead and deliver it myself. So I'm doing it like that. She said that's what we do, or STK. That's what we do. We save money and still pay our drivers more. So they probably have 2 or 3 drivers that work for them, which is a gig. People, they have adapted. You can make more money if you do it like this, and then you can pay drivers more. I actually did a live some months back. There's a couple in like Connecticut, and they said that they can actually beat what DoorDash and Uber Eats and Grubhub are doing, but they're trying to go really mainstream. They're talking about do your own deliveries yourself, and they're even able to pay other drivers. People, these are gigs. You can get these by talking and using your phone. Okay, let's go to another comment right here. I ain't waiting for S. All right. Let me see. All right. I'll comment on that. I'll comment on that one. For someone that says I'm not waiting for anything, I just want you to imagine this. You have your own business, restaurant, whatever it is, right? Let's just use food because this is a DoorDash video. You have a restaurant. You have to make the food. They ordered a lot of chicken and some other things that have to be cooked all the way through. The driver is already in the parking lot. He says, okay, cool, I'm already here. I'm walking in. It ain't ready yet. They just sent it to me. I'm walking out. Imagine you as a business owner. Just think about that. What person is going to get something made and it be ready by you thinking it's ready already? That can't happen. So you are disrespecting the people that own the restaurants and everything else. All right. Next comment. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get to the next comment. Let's get to the next comment right here. This one is on DoorDash. This is your problem, people. The video has over 160 something thousand views. It's another one of my viral videos that I have up there. Go ahead and check it out. I'm reading the recent comments on this video. Okay. Someone says that this is Don Riddler 420. It was made to have pointless jobs, takeout jobs that are needed. This is what I was telling you guys earlier, that they really force the gig apps onto people. And there's people that really should be doing this, and there's people that should not. And I get that. I get that all the way, Don. I get that all the way. Juan Hampton says, bullshit. You know what he was saying. We be waiting forever. I'm not taking any McDonald's orders unless it's high pay, low mileage. Time is money. I've got a $200 day goal, 5 days a week. Work, you're at work, so is she. So, all right. I was agreeing with what you said until you got to the end. I'm a driver also. Did you not you understood almost all of it. Literacy, people. Literacy, people. You got to be able to understand what you're watching. You did almost everything, but but we're also in California. We get paid for our time. It was a total 6-minute wait. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. If 6 minutes is too long, America, we have a problem. If 6 minutes waiting is too long, we have a problem, America. We have a problem. Here goes one. I don't know how to say that name. I can't say it. King. Seriously, I wish that all of these tech deliveries and rides would just be regulated out of business, and people would have to start back being adults and get around and shop on their own. Human nature, entitlement, and greed tends to ruin everything. That is something that we're talking about, people adapting, and they're forcing how business is. And it started with the warehouses with Amazon, and now everyone's using those models. Now they are outsourcing more ways to get things faster to people. They put these devices in your hand. It's making people lazy. People are entitled. People want to get paid for not doing anything. People are saying that, well, if I have to walk to someone's door, and they're asking me to walk to their door, I should get paid more because I have to walk to their door. What type of entitlement is that right there? That doesn't make any sense. And that's what's going on. As we get more people that will not adapt to really do it, I'm telling you, people, it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. Let's go to the next comment right now. Next comment. I'll put myself down here. Next comment right here. Zaz1. It's hard to say. They could have called support and were told to continue dashing, and they will either reassign the order or cancel it in order not to be late to the other one. Plus, the added order is only a couple bucks. They stand to lose money by waiting for y'all slow-ass restaurants to get food ready. Once again, Zaz1, I was riding with you until the end. I don't work for McDonald's. You got to pay attention to the video. Listen, I told the manager, I told him, because he was walking out the door, I said they added one more to my order. I don't work for McDonald's. I was riding with you for a little bit, but let's break this down. Now, you said they could have called customer service. No, I was there the whole time. I see the driver in my market, and I was there the whole time. not on the phone, standing there looking around, looked at me when I got the attention of the manager, because that's the reputation and the respect that I get, that I'm able to do that when I go in there. People at McDonald's, she looked at me weird. Her order was actually ready back there. All she had to do was check in. I let the manager go get done what he was doing and went back there, got mine, and I said, that order right there is for that DoorDash driver right there. She just left. And that's what happened. That's what happened. You got to give a restaurant a chance. How you going to, okay, here's how dumb this sounds, okay? Here's how dumb this sounds. Let's say you live in an area. You do deliveries at these areas, right? Now check this out. Let's say you go into these places and actually eat yourself. Like you actually go into these places and buy food and eat and stuff. When you go in and buy food from this place and you eat, now that you are driving and getting the order from that place from the app, are you going to disrespect the place that you go in there and say you guys have really great food and great service? Are you going to disrespect that place by treating them wrong like that? You guys gotta think about what you do. That don't make any sense. Let's go to the next comment. This one is from No Name. Ninja, because the only thing you will ever do in life is work at McDonald's. I don't work at McDonald's. Doesn't mean anyone else want to put up with that S. I don't even work there. He didn't pay attention to any of the video. Hopefully he's not a teacher or someone that leads the children in our society. Hopefully. Jasmine S. I report people all the time for wasting my time and gas for a measly $3. They don't deserve to be on the platform. It's too easy. Fully agree. Look, this is a customer, people. This is a customer saying that she reports drivers. You guys better listen to this stuff. Starboy 1988 on this viral video right here. As a dasher, I can say it's a certain time limit on picking those orders up. Your rate will go down if you're late, and you will get kicked off the app if you're under a certain time. So he's saying that as long as it's ready in a time when I can drop it off, he's good. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Starboy 1988. Alan Adaminsky. Yeah, fast food has went to S for years. Them guys wanted a raise and thought they should make more money. Well, they went from $9 an hour to $16 to $17 an hour to start with no experience. They're making good money for that job, and the service was already shitty. Now it's super shitty. I expected shit to be way better when the increase in pay changed. Nope, shit got way worse. Fast food restaurants be the worst. They so ghetto. This is coming from Alan Adaminsky. He is so mad that we got people now. These are people that are customers. I'm reading things from customers. You cannot get mad at this. You cannot get mad at this. He said they raised the pay and everything for people to make more, and it just got worse. Adam told me true S because he realized that. Regina D 2 days ago said, have classes so everybody knows what to do. Thank you, Regina. I'm reading that one right here. This is a great comment. I'm gonna pin this one. I'm gonna pin that one. Okay, have classes so people know what to do. Now, you people in the gig world itself, this is coming from someone that is watching my videos, and they said, man, they just got into Hot Facts, have classes. This is what I do in the videos. I teach people how to do it right, how to get along with the staff, with the customers, and everything else like that. I told you guys, there's other people out there that like to watch this type of service. They like to watch it. And what they are doing is they are voicing themselves and said, go out there and start teaching classes. Start teaching classes so people know what to do. I love that one. I love that one. I just pinned it up there. I love that one. Okay, so Talk with Taffy. Talk with Taffy's comment says, let me zoom it up. Let me go in a little more so you guys can see. Talk with Taffy. I just filed a Better Business Report for New Year's. Mofo stole $17 and claimed they delivered. I'll be glad when they shut them down. You see what I mean? We got drivers stealing people's food. These are from real customers, people and drivers. Hot facts. Let's go ahead and read these. I was at Wingstop. This is from Meech James. I was at Wingstop a couple weeks back, and they took 1 hour for one order. Whose fault is that? Well, it's your fault. Everyone knows you don't go to Buffalo Wild Wings or Wingstop. It's chicken. It takes more time to cook chicken. Duh. If it's not ready when I get there, I'm gone, especially at McDonald's. That came from P. Smith. If it's not ready when I get there, I talked about this earlier. They have to cook food. If you're really close and you get there and it's not ready, and how many people are ordering and how much staff is on hand, and if you owned your business, would you want yourself delivering your food? Think about that one, P. Smith. Is it hard to get a job at DoorDash? Nathan Prock. No, it is very not hard. All you have to do, Nathan Prock, to get a job at DoorDash, Nathan Prock, all you have to do is not be a felon of any type, and you have to have a driving record that says you don't do stupid things, you don't have DUIs, you don't have anything else like that. Outside of that, if you are a normal citizen, civilian, you can go ahead and sign on up. You can sign up for DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub. You can do Walmart Spark. There's Shipt. There's Roadie. There's Curry. There's VHO. There's Deliver That. There's Best Deliveries. There's Easy Cater. There's so many out there you can do. You just got to go ahead, go search local delivery jobs in my area, see what pops up. You can do LabCorp. You can do medical. There's so many things you can do out there, Nathan Prock, and it's so easy. All you have to do is just be a regular civilian. There's a lot of people that have they've thrown away the ability of being a regular civilian, and they wish they can do these jobs that you can just go and put it on your phone and have an app. So all you have, it's not hard to drive. You just have to be a regular civilian and you are good to go. They do background check and all that. So you're good. You're good there. Let's go ahead and get to this next one. Let's get to this next one. King Corey, I will never use DoorDash again. They have to hire better people. Seems to me a lot are low lives. He was doing talk to text. He's talking about being a low life. He said he will never use DoorDash again. They have to hire better people. So one thing that we do here on Hot Facts is we teach people how to use your better business practices. And hopefully these comments that I'm reading people, it's going to help you adapt to make a change to do it better for yourself. That's why I'm reading these off. He says they have to hire better people. Better people means more tips, bigger tips. That community now can start tipping because neighbors talk to each other. You know what I mean? Neighbors talk and say that they hate the food delivery services and these apps because they can't get their groceries on time, all this other stuff. They steal my money. They didn't drop off this. All these things happen. They were rude. They cursed me out. All these things happen. And this is a customer saying that they need to hire better people. Now, if they were actually going to do one of those we all know when you go get that real job, you got to do that psychological test. You got to do that compatibility test to see how compatible you are with the company. Now, what if they start doing the compatibility test with the gig apps when you sign up, and you have to really do the 50 questions, the compatibility test? What if you did that? Do you know how many drivers would not be driving right now if they actually implemented that? Ooh, you guys better pay attention. Let's get to this next question. Next comment. This is a big one. Johnny Miller. Stop bullshitting. You know damn well y'all manipulate them screens. I don't work there and the screens are there. You BS used to put the order as made on the screen and leave me sitting there for 20 minutes. Oh, he's mad at somebody at McDonald's on he's talking about McDonald's workers saying that they manipulate the screens. And he's saying that they put the order was made on the screen and they have them sitting there for 20 minutes. She probably already knows the game and ain't got time to be dealing with your BS. I don't work there. Once again, I'm a driver. When there is restaurants that have it sitting there every time ready, because get this, they make it when they get it on order and don't mess around like y'all's lazy ass when y'all push DoorDash orders off. I don't work for McDonald's, but that's what he thinks that they do. Shots, he meant to say he's doing talk to text. Okay. Shit's ridiculous. Just do your job, burger flipper, and flip them burgers into the bag in the order you get. I don't work there. Everything you're saying don't make sense. And I understand that you're frustrated because that's what you think. But your literacy, we have a problem there. You do not pay attention to the video at all. That's why there is whole ass videos of 50 bags sitting there because all kinds of dashers being done with your shit, bullshit as McDonald's. So he has had a terrible experience with McDonald's. He feels that the people are doing him wrong like that work there. Johnny Miller, hopefully you learn how to adapt and treat the restaurants better, and your order will be ready. Trust me. Take a look at my videos, and you'll see in McDonald's all the time, and you'll say that I have never seen this experience from anyone going into a McDonald's. You'll see how it works. Yes, sir. CH, most non-tippers are also black people with a smiley face. That's a troll. Isaiah Jones, Snap delivered. The order is on the screen. That means we got to wait. Then say your restaurant messing around. We ain't got all day for that waiting because we trying to catch some good money. And usually for those McDonald's, they don't be paying nothing. You're wrong, boy. I can speak on that part 100%, 100. Yes. No, look. And I'm not saying you're wrong that McDonald's orders you don't make no money on. It could be that where you are, McDonald's orders you don't make that much money on. And there's a lot of people that think that also. But if the order is right around the block, 1 mile, 1.5 miles, you're making like $4, 1.5 miles, you're doing $3 for 0.8 miles. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Your tip is normally going to be all right because they live right around the corner. But you also got to understand that in my area, there's a lot of elementary schools, junior high schools also. So there's a lot of people that work in the office buildings around there too. And they order McDonald's. And a lot of kids get Happy Meals and Chicken McNuggets just about every day after school. So it also depends on where you are. But if the McDonald's is ran like that in your area, I have a Popeye's chicken like that in my area. I don't go there. I just don't go there at all. So if you have a McDonald's like that in your area, then that's your direct opinion for the location where you go. That's not for everyone. That's where you are in that McDonald's. James Lee, do you know He said, do you know what's really messing up the game? The fact that you put this video out and you're trying to shit on all DoorDash drivers. See, this is what we're talking about, people. We're talking about the drivers that think telling it like it is and not like it was. They get so upset because they think you're shitting on DoorDash drivers. No, my goal was to clean up and eradicate everyone that does not want to. The customers pay you, man. Without them ordering and giving you a tip, you ain't gonna make no money. Why do you want to treat them bad? Think about that one, man. Think about that one. Timor, I have had so many problems with DoorDash. You're both dashers and restaurants at fault at times. Some dashers are impatient, incompetent, and lazy. Some restaurants take too long getting orders out and lie to the dashers and the customers. That's a true statement. That's a true statement. But check this out. If the restaurant is late and the customer could be upset, the only link between saving the order and making sure you still get paid right is you. You are the only link that has to go ahead and speak to the customer itself. So you still have some control, even if they are running behind. That's where communication comes in. People, you have to adapt, but that is a true point. Cannot lie about that one. Barbara Adonis, it is good to expose their behavior. Thank you so much. With the business 100, why do you care? Woo, why do you not care, sir? Sticks and stones, bro. It'll just go to another driver. What are you talking about? Laughing my ass off. You're a person that has a 10% acceptance rate. Lamar Barnes, bruh, shut up. We don't have to wait on nothing. We can cancel and move. What y'all fail to realize is that time is money. Okay, I get that, but you also got to understand some other stuff. He said, you come off smart. If I'm a general manager at McDonald's, we don't care about someone leaving. DoorDash has millions of people who, no, you're wrong. You know, if you are general manager and the product that you are using, look, he tried to write a grip. The product that you are, okay, I'm a GM where you are located. You're using phones around corporate, what we call it. All right, Lamar Barnes. Now, if you are a GM and the product that you are using, if no one's paying and you are just wasting resources, you would want to know why that's happening, especially when there's a big percentage of that coming from the delivery side. You make no sense. You would fail in the boardroom. Rayanne Day said, bro, she was probably looking forward to eating that food herself. She was mad because it wasn't ready for her to devour. Oh my goodness. Just from it walking away, looks mentally distressed. Mr. Stewart said, facts, people. People understand what's going on. Mammy Mountain, they ignore me all the time, especially McDonald's, and the only one getting punched is the driver. So here is what you got to understand. You can control how you interact with the employees and the staff there. You can create a better situation for yourself. You have to learn to adapt to get in there to make it so that you can get it done. Watch my videos, watch my McDonald's videos, watch them. You will see how I do it when I go in there. I am able to walk in and get my McDonald's orders just like that. People, you can do it. Trust me, you can. Bob Him says it's called DoorDash, not Doorway. Sharif Wilson says the comments got me crying. Says I used to DoorDash sometimes. We just want to wait in the car because we got it running with the blunt lit. Well, at least I do. I don't know about y'all. Oh my goodness, Sharif Wilson, are you serious? He said these comments got me. Sharif Wilson, you just admitted that. See, people, drivers that walk up the door smelling like weed and all that other stuff, and they get mad because their tips get taken away. You guys can't be come on now. Come on now. They choose DoorDash as a job. Don't cry about it, be about it. I like that. DoorDash drivers, you chose this job. People that do gigs, you chose this job. Okay? You chose this job. Be about it. I like that one. I like that one. And that was from All About the Woodrows. John Borazwa, DoorDash is a ripoff, folks. The prices are higher and you pay for delivery. Lazy, dumb people. All right. Hey, he's speaking his mind there. Dennis Coleman, I don't trust DoorDash because they eat your food. And if they're capable of doing that, then they're capable of doing anything to your food. No, thank you, DoorDash. That came from Denise Coleman. Okay. Treyo, she was hungry, bro. Didn't have time to wait on that order to eat. She got to get to the next one with the quickness. All right. Still keeping it one. DoorDash and these restaurants can have each other. Neither of you will be missed following the bankruptcy. Ooh. Knowledge Born Smith. I thought you were Uncle Murder for us a second. I like that one. I like that one. I like that one. You're messing up the game. We're being held accountable for our terrible, horrendous service. Yeah, DoorDash drivers, you're messing up the game. I read a lot of comments from that people. There's on that video there. I think there has to be. Let me see. Let me see right here. Let me look at how many comments that one has. This one has no comments. 1.5 right there. That's where I see it at right there. So it's this one right here. Okay, so this one has the hell? Let me go to view more. Hold up. Go to analytics right here. I'm just gonna go out like this and look at it from the beginning. Let me do this for you guys so you guys know how many actual comments are on this video here. Okay, so this video has 1.7K comments on the video itself. So that lets you know that the DoorDash issue, delivery driver issue is a big issue. So I read some of those. You guys can take some of that stuff, use that stuff to adapt. I'm not going to read comments from anything else out there. Not going to do that. But if you guys did not get a chance, go watch the beginning of this live. It started off with a bang. And if you are not motivated after that, I do not know. And I'm going to share with you guys. I'm going to give a shout out to the Player's Choice. Okay. Let me see. I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to show you guys. Let me go like this. I'm going to end you guys with Bam, here it is here. I'm gonna let you guys see. You know, I told you guys you want to make sure when you're growing a channel, get out there and do other things. So this is another basketball channel that you know, going ahead to make that connection with Flight Sports TV. People, that's LeVar Ball and Ball Facts and AB and all them. So I appear on there also. But let me let you guys know, whenever you get a chance, appear, hit that StreamYard link. Let me show you what it's all about.
Behold, Del Taco's massive 20 under 2 menu. Say hello to Del Taco Better Mix.
My name is Alfonso, and I got Botox Cosmetic for the first time. The lines that I was concerned the most about were
Jay Caddy Beast from Phoenix, Arizona, and you're watching Hot Facts with my boy Robert Reese.
Hot Facts. Robert Reese. Salute,
Yes,
my brother.
sir. Yes, sir. Big salute. Been watching the show now for about a good month and some change, and I love what you guys do. I love your opinions and how you come with it, because I'm just like that. And my dad played with Dennis Johnson. So, you know, Tarkanian recruited my dad at Cal State Long Beach. I grew up playing ball with Tyson Chandler and all these dudes. So when I watched the game, it's a little different. Now, I want to get into this with you because I feel like you'll be able to understand what I'm talking about. The unsung heroes. Now, we talked about, you talked about the teams that they were super teams by the owners. You know, the Lakers got Worthy in the draft. You know, like it was like that. You built the teams like that. But they had unsung heroes on that team that right now could be making a lot of money, get these max contracts. Michael Cooper won 5 rings. All defensive player just about every year. You get guys like a Derek Fisher. You know, he won 5 rings with Kobe. Always defensive. You know, that he's the president of the Players Association, things like that. You get Dennis Johnson. You get guys like that, and you see how the NBA is today. When we look at guys like saying, how is this guy making all that money? How much would those unsung heroes make? I put Draymond Green in that category too in today's game. One of those dudes wins the rings and does the job. How much money do you think like a Michael Cooper or the guys like that from back then will be making in today's basketball? Because they were all defensive teams, first teams.
Yeah. I think those guys, brother, very good point you're making here, and I'm going to go this route with it. I'm not going to say 25 like Draymond. Draymond is clearly the leader of the team, too, in a certain aspect. You have your unsung heroes, but they're still classified as role players. Draymond's the, like, role player on crack or whatever. He's the exalted role player because he does lead in a certain way. That's why they paid him a little bit more. So if he's making 25, I think those guys will probably be in that 15, 18, you know, depending. They'd be in that 15 to 18 category, what they'd be making today. But yeah, those guys were extremely valuable. And hey, people talk about how, you know, Kobe only won with Shaq and this and that, blah, blah, blah. But really, he only won with a pair of Derek Fisher. All his 5 came with Fish. You know what I mean? Like Jordan 6 came with Pittman. He had Fish every time. And Fish was critical to do because he took them assignments. You know, Kobe would guard whoever. 1 through 3, Kobe would take it. But boy, Derek Fisher did a lot for him. So yeah, I agree with you saying. I think in today's game where the way the money is, on the low end, 12, on the high end, 18, maybe one guy sneaking 20. I don't think those guys would have been at 25 because I don't see any of those guys being the leader of the team like Draymond. So that's what puts him a little bit over them financially, in my opinion. That's just my opinion.
Okay, and then let me just get one more thing. I ain't gonna do 8, 9, and 10. I'm just gonna be my last one more thing. My last one more thing right here. My thing is with Dennis Rodman, okay? People don't understand. They say, well, he's too small and things like this, but they don't understand he was the only player riding the bike while he's on the bench before he goes back in. So he was never going to stop. And they say, well, he wouldn't have been good in today's round. I feel like Rodman would average like 20-plus rebounds every game just because he was so smart and knowing where the ball was going to be after the defense he played on somebody. He would be able to get you at the top, figure out where it's going to be, get the rebound, and do that outlet pass. How many boards do you think Rodman would average in today's NBA?
I think, honestly, I think he probably would average about what he averaged then, just because the game is so different and because he can't shoot like that. Now, Rodman did shoot some threes in the end. He would have had to develop the three and use it to be out there, because the way today's game is, you always had those guys that you never even cared about scoring. They did all the other stuff. Today's NBA ain't that way. So I think with the way it is, unless he developed that three, now if he developed a three ball and became a stretch four, Rodman would have definitely averaged 20 boards. Because he would. I'm gonna tell you right now a story about Rodman, because I worked at the Palace when he was there, right? When I was in college, I used to work at the Palace. I had passes. I used to get a chance to go to practice sometimes. I've never seen a faster guy on the court, bro. Rodman was a darn gazelle, bro. He looked like a cheetah. Bro, I see guys like you ever see how fast John Wall is up close? You be like, whoa. He took 3 steps and got 94 feet. That's how it seems. Rodman was the same way, bro. I remember watching him in practice, and something would take place. And he just made up so much space. He's so fast, bro. And he was so athletic. He was so smart. He was so strong. Even though he had that wiry frame, Rodman was strong, bro. So I think he would, if he didn't develop the three, he would get about 14, 16 boards. He developed that three, could play more minutes. Rodman probably would have got 20. He'd have definitely led the NBA in rebounds without question. Still, by far, he would have been the best rebounder in the game, in my opinion.
Okay, well, thank you guys so much. Check me out. Check me out on HotFacts. Just hit 10,000 subs yesterday. I'm at 10,211 months right now, so my channel's doing good. Big salute.
Yes,
I'm gonna be chiming in because I love y'all talks.
Yes, sir.
Love y'all.
Yes, sir.
Talk.
Thank you
Have
for
a
coming
great
out, brother. You too.
Now, people, did you hear? See, I put that up there because we're talking about adapting, right? Talked about the NBA and pay and money. My question was about pay and money, right? From players then and players now. I did that because I was doing this live. I went on to another show. Now, they have about 70,000 subs during that live. There was 800 people in the live chat. Jason Williams, other NBA players appear on there all the time. Just happens when you get on who you're going to be paired up with, things like that. But 800 people in there at one time. 800 people heard a question that nobody else has ever heard. And I did that because of the adapting. The money was different there. Went over the explanation on how it can go. Brought up Dennis Rodman as an example of what can he do now in today's game with the rebounding. Talked about the three-pointer and all this stuff and all this other stuff, right? All of that was about adapting. I was also able to do that while mentioning hot facts in front of another 800 people, and that live is probably going to be seen by at least 20,000 people because that's what they do every single day. You're making a channel, get out there, do your thing, adapt, make it happen, people. We out of here. We ain't even doing no theme music. I'm out.